I praise myself because I love me better than I love anybody in the world. And when you do that, see, honey, when you do that, life just embrace you. If I love me better than I love anybody else, I'm going to look out for me, number one. Then I can help you. But I come first. Nobody come first but me. Then you come second. And that's the way I have it. People make me first. All my life I wanted to be first. If you didn't make me first, I'm upset. But that was bad. My mother tried to control that, but it didn't work. I'm still number one in my life.
Like, I really just want to commit to, like, being my absolute best self at all times. And in moments when I'm not my best self, doing the work to understand where is that coming from, how can I grow, what can I learn from this, all that stuff. I discussed this in a blog post on being an independent woman, where I talked about how, like, finding my independence and establishing my independence as a young black woman was, like, really, really important for me. But I think oftentimes, and I see this with a lot of other people as well, like, you can't let that shift into a I don't need anybody kind of perspective. In this past year, even this past month, but, like, definitely 19 was definitely a period of, I don't say complete isolation, but just, like, me having to focus on myself in order to get to where I'm trying to go, and me understanding that there are going to be moments when I have to isolate myself, but understanding when is the time and place for that, and not allowing it to become self-destructive or allowing it to damage my relationships or make people think that I'm just kind of focused on doing me, which it's a weird thing, because of course I'm gonna focus on myself and getting myself to where I need to go, but it's like, if I'm not happy or if I'm not secure in my life and myself, then I can't do anything for you. I think you have to shift your perspective into everybody that's in your life is there for a reason, and I think you have to allow them to fulfill that purpose in your life, if that makes sense, and not just, because this is something that I am definitely guilty of, but just, like, acting in this mentality of just kind of like, okay, well, I don't need anybody, and keeping people at a distance, and in the name of self-love, in the name of, okay, well, I'm just trying to focus on myself, I'm just trying to protect myself, and understanding that people are going to disappoint you no matter what, and that's just the fact of life, and it's not really, like, anything against anyone, but that's just how people are. But not using that against people, and instead remaining steadfast in the fact that, like, okay, you're going to disappoint me, but it's not like I was expecting anything from you anyways. And okay, you're going to disappoint me, but that's cool, because I'm not really depending on you to complete a task for me. I'm not really depending on you to fulfill a to-do list in order to be in my life. So, and I think that definitely starts with self, for sure. 'Cause I think oftentimes self-love and being intentionally selfish is something that gets looked down upon, because people are so used to giving from empty cups, and that's not a thing for me anymore at all. Because if I know the level of love that I can give to people without it being an issue, or without it draining me in my cup, then why would I not do what's necessary in order for my cup to be full and then give from that overflow? It's not like I have to constantly be expected to give to other people because that's how we view relationships, and it's such a transactional process, and it's such a transactional thing, instead of realizing that every person has an individual and unique purpose in your life, and using that to mirror each other and learn from one another and grow as individuals and together. Not even just like relationships, but friendships and, you know, business partnerships and all that other stuff. Because I don't know, I feel like when you solely focus on the people in your life as for like what they can do for you, and not, first of all, not what you can do for them, then I don't know, things get weird and it's just not a fun time. I just don't have the energy for people that are not around me trying to grow and be their best selves, because I love the idea of helping everyone around me get to where they're trying to go, because I understand, like, I've been on this individual journey of trying to figure out my path and my purpose in life, and it's like I want everybody to experience the same thing, but you can only want something for a person as much as they want it for themselves. Like, I can't be there for people like I know I'm supposed to, or that I know I can be, if I am not taking care of myself. And that's that on that. I'm no longer subscribing to the idea that I have to run myself into the ground in order to prove myself to people, prove myself to myself, or to execute my goals. I don't know, because I never thought I'd be this person, but just like, I'm just trying to get to my bag, like, in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus.